Office demand has changed for good. And as a result, hybrid work, tenant downsizing, and aging infrastructure have further flipped the equation. Today, an underperforming office isn't just a vacancy, it's a missed opportunity. Across the Midwest, from Cook County to Kenosha, smart owners are asking, do I convert? Do I demolish? And if so, into what? It's not just downtown Chicago. Suburban campuses, aging towers, mid-rise assets with deferred maintenance, all are seeing value erosion. And the trend isn't reversing. Class B and C buildings are facing record high vacancies, and maintenance costs aren't getting any less. So, what's the path forward? Well, it's not saving the building, at least most cases. It's about unlocking the site's next life, one that aligns with demand and can add real value. So let's talk data. Illinois needs over 140,000 new housing units just to meet baseline demand, according to the IHDA. Wisconsin, more than 120,000 statewide, with the steepest gaps in urban and near suburban areas. The result? Towns that used to say no to density are being encouraged and even incentivized to say yes. State lawmakers have passed housing reform laws, and municipalities are embracing TODs, zoning overlays, and adaptive reuse incentives. As a result, there are major tailwinds for residential and mixed-use redevelopment. But it's not just housing. Industrial real estate remains one of the strongest asset classes in the United States. Across key submarkets in Lake County, I-88, and O'Hare, Kenosha, and beyond, vacancies are under 5.5%. Some submarkets are even under 3%. Manufacturers, e-commerce, last-mile logistics, life sciences are all hungry for space, but buildable land is scarce. As a result, that's where obsolete office parks come in. If your site has strong power, highway access, and flexible zoning, it could become the next high-performing industrial asset. Office-to-industrial conversions aren't just a theory anymore. It's happening all over Illinois and Wisconsin, and it's profitable. It fills a key need in the marketplace. At Van Vlissingen & Co., we help building owners see beyond today's square footage. We look at market forces, zoning flexibility, and emerging demand trends. Our specialties include office to residential conversions, office to industrial redevelopments, mixed-use campus design, and strategic teardowns for site repositioning. In each case, we tailor the strategy to your specific asset, location, and financial objectives. Let's unpack what works. First, residential conversions. Think walkable downtowns, properties near train lines and public transit, and underutilized Class B assets. We help reposition them into workforce or market rate housing, sometimes with ground floor retail or shared parking decks. 2. Industrial redevelopment. If you're along a major corridor like I-94, I-290, or Route 41, your land may be worth more than your building. Last-mile logistics, flex space, or light industrial manufacturing can yield long-term tenant demand and strong cap rates. 3. Mixed-use redevelopments. In high-visibility areas, we help convert single-use office land into mixed environments. Housing, retail, flexible workspaces, medical, or hospitality. It's about designing a place, not just filling square footage. Not every building deserves a second life. Poor layouts, low ceilings, obsolete systems. If the cost of retrofitting outweighs the value, demolition might be the best play. Our team assesses a variety of issues, including what to keep, what to tear down, and how to phase a demolition, and what zoning rules or incentives apply. So what makes a good conversion site? Often they feature vacant or underutilized land, good highway or transit access, flexible zoning or city interest in redevelopment. They are often infill locations with housing or industrial demand, and often they're buildings with major capex needs or outdated systems. Even if your building is partially occupied, we can develop a phased redevelopment process that creates income throughout the transition that helps you unlock future upside. We guide the journey from obsolescence to opportunity. We start with a feasibility assessment, which includes market comps, structural reviews, and a cost benefit of reuse versus teardown. Next, step 2, we tackle concept and use strategy, which includes everything from evaluating the potential for residential layouts, industrial logistics, or mixed-use infrastructure. Next, step 3, zoning and incentive engagement. We take a deep dive into the rezoning and variance process, and if there's potential for TIF dollars, government incentives, or public-private partnerships. Last step, we establish a solid exit or redevelopment plan to maximize your outcome based on everything we've discussed today. We're currently advising on multiple office to residential, industrial, and mixed-use projects in Illinois and Wisconsin. From the North Suburban campuses being reborn as logistics hubs, to the office towers becoming apartment lofts with activated ground floor retail, our work is unlocking millions in value while meeting community needs. We'll walk you through some of the real case studies that we're working on, excluding those under NDA. We can go through which cities are encouraging conversions, what kind of financing and incentives are landing, and what are the sort of value uplifts that you can expect. With almost 150 years of local experience, we bring more than brokerage. We bring strategy, execution, and relationships. No cookie-cutter plans, no pushy sales gimmicks, just real customized strategies rooted in zoning, entitlement, and financial performance. If your office space is no longer doing its job, call us at 847-634-2300 or email me at gcl@vvco.com.